Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, 8:46 a.m., January 25. So just let's review what I wrote in the market wrap and what we have in the book right now, right? Even, I tell you guys that I don't disregard, a visit at 4,845, but I left the windows open to 4,882 be the floor. Why? Because the order that printed yesterday, I put very clear over here, right? I put very clear over here. So my interpretation that somebody sold 4,900 puts, expiration today, to buy the 4,900 put expiration yesterday and force a gamma squeeze for the downside, especially because the CPCE was really low, right? So that was my read. No, that's my read. Of course, that I could be wrong. My interpretation could be wrong. Also, I highlight that CPCE is lower, but CPCI was really high. It's a jump, so it's a good setup for a squeeze, right? So dealers wasn't willing to buy because the DX dropped, but on the other hand, the DIX, but the GEX, is jump like 1 billion from $4 to $5 billion, right? It's not too much gamma exposure. It's below 1 billion. So for me, the doubt is because we have data divergence, right? But I give you guys the option that 4,882 is supposed to be a floor. Could you be a floor because the order, right? So yesterday at the close, we have like a delta resistance because we have a negative delta in those levels at especially 4,890, 80, and 85. Okay? So, if dealers sold those puts, forget it. Those levels will be breaking. Okay? So, forget it. These levels will be breaking and you back test 4,900, maybe 4,910. Okay? But I put everything clear in the market swap. Okay? I show you guys the DIX, the GX, the delta levels, the gamma levels, and the orders that caught their attention. And I also highlighted in our close group yesterday. Okay? Everything, hope you guys review. Remember that per book, right? I also told you guys that Delta suggests 4,860 as a viable region, but the first level of resistance is 70 because negative negative delta. But as I just said, if dealers sold, forget, will be a floor, right? Will be a floor, okay? But 67 will be a floor, or 82 because the big order, they force a gamma squeeze to the downside yesterday to be long and buy it cheaper. For me, this is the setup, okay? So what do you have in the book right now? You guys look, the gamma for the upside is basically clean. All the levels could you be breaked easily, especially because you have a lot of negative delta. It's 4,880 and 4,900. Repeating again, if dealers sold, as my interpretation, because spread printed yesterday, sold 4,940 expiration today to buy 4,800 expiration yesterday, the guy received a lot of premium because you saw skis to the downside and 4,965 hold the market, right? The tendency today is to break 4,900. Okay, the tendency today is to break 4,900. Okay, guys, that's the setup. Okay, that's this for me the setup. Let's still looking for 60 and 70 viable. 82 could you be the floor, and the structure is to break up 4,900. Okay, and the structure is to break up 4,900. Of course, my interpretation could be wrong, but this is what I'm looking for. Guys, let's now talk about the BTFP and the discount window. Okay, what Fed is doing is not bullish for risk assets. Hope you guys understand why. Because they are removing liquidity from the system. Okay? Fabio, market will crash. Usually market crash when they start to cut rates. Right? Because when they start to cut rates, it's because something already broken. The first step is always like this. They thought that they already recovered the economy because the data, for example, the CPE, CPC, PPI, CPI, jobless are according to their expectation, but others, economic data such as PMI, GDP is always showing us recession, including blue chips that expected 20% drop in earnings, the environment is already pricing a recession. It's not me telling you guys that we will enter in a recession. It's the environment, especially 3M, projection. So the BFTP is gone in March, and Fed forcing everybody borrow from them instead of to borrow with lower rates means that they are removing liquidity. Imagine you want to buy a house and you find a 2% 30 years mortgage rate, but you are not qualified to do that, or somebody's not allowing you to borrow at 2.8 and force you to borrow at 5%, you'll be fucked, right? That's the easy way to understand what's going on. You have a lower rates, but you can borrow with a lower rate. You need to borrow from the Federal Reserve with higher rates. You understand that? If you guys really don't understand that, just bring this to the real world, and then you'll be easy to understand. Crash will going to happen? Yes. That's the easiest crash ever. Fabio, are you willing to short the market? No, I don't. Flow is still supportive. Dealer is still distributing. I don't know the top. I show you guys per graph a bunch of levels. Let's repeat over here. Doesn't mean that the market will go there. But per flow, per break of the pivot, per the cup and handle, we could see SPX at least up to 4,716. Doesn't mean that you go there. Graphically and structurally, so far today, 25, we will go there. Okay? We will go there. Fabio, you short when you go there? I don't know. I don't know if I will be live tomorrow. Right? I don't know if you'll be alive tomorrow. Okay? The only position that now I'm starting to buy is Bitcoin. Okay? The only position that I'm keeping by, I will buy more today IBIT, the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, because the Bitcoin is really late comparing with all risk, all index, especially tax, especially the Magnificent Seven. For me, this asset will do a parabolic movement to the upside. I could be wrong also, but for me it looks like accumulation. And also you already dropped 30% from 49K, right? We lost $10,000. I look for opportunity to see a meltdown up to 37K. I repeat this to you guys. I said this, I know, but it looks like that, they bought at 38. That was really close from 37,885. That was my target $200 above 38. That was my target. And for me, the ball is already in. And now we're supposed to see accumulation. Usually take 52 days to another spike per graphic pattern in Bitcoin. I'm not expert in Bitcoin, but it's really late comparing with the Magnificent 7 and our index. And our index, even, Brazil, Ibovespa, that's already went to all-time highs. Okay? I'm focused in Bitcoin right now. Period. Okay? But I hope I give you guys a brief about today, the levels. 67 could be viable. Maybe 82 will be the floor. Structures to break up 4,900, especially because the order that forced a gum squeeze to the downside yesterday. Okay? I'm focused to accumulate in Bitcoin. Okay? And I'm not wanting to short the markets. And the BTFP and the discounting window is not a bullish news. Remember, market will not crash right away. I don't know when market will crash, but usually market crash when they start to cut rates. Different, very different than we saw in the COVID, that they cut rates and inject trillions of dollars in the economy. This time, they will not inject trillions of dollars into the economy. They just cut rates, right? To allow people to borrow with lower rates. Period. 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 So people that will have buying power will be able, good credits in US, will be able to buy, to be leveraged using lower rates. Recession is when people make money, became millionaires. Something that I have been telling you guys, be a debt free, hold cash. The opportunity will come sooner than later. Sooner than later. Okay? Guys, take care. Enjoy your market, enjoy your family, enjoy your day. But measure your risk. That's not time to leave money in the table. This is time to take out the profitables as possible from the market. Okay? That's not the time to commit a mistake, to guess things, and leave money to the house. Now it's time to take money from the house. Follow the flow, follow the levels, and trade accordingly. Profit is good in our pockets. You guys saw what I did with Boeing. I bought at 202 and I closed at 213. I wasn't greedy. I was looking for 230, but when I saw 2-3 rejection at EMA 8, I didn't feel comfortable to hold BA. I closed with $10 profit. Profit is good in my pocket. Even UB cents, I don't care. I want to take profits from the house. I don't wanna, lose money. I don't wanna give money to the house. Take care.